Right. Listen, I just had to cut this intro short because I just felt as if I need to just get this out of the way and just move on. Big up to Miss Malina. Thank you for tuning in. Few people are watching. We've just started. Thank you very much for tuning in. Chelsea gets the win. Uh, Rosenior's first game in the UCL, his first match as the head coach of Chelsea in the Champions League, albeit against a team such as Pafos. And that's no disrespect to Pafos, but Pafos is a team in terms of financial situations, in terms of being able to develop a team or to build a team, I should say, that can really challenge against a team like Chelsea, who's spent billions of dollars throughout their history. It's obvious that the result is perhaps not surprising. It may be surprising for some people that probably expected a larger margin, but I have to give Pafos credit for the fact that they made it very difficult for Chelsea. They were very compact, they were being very defensive, and of course, it took 77 minutes for Caicedo to save the Blues, because dropping points in this match day of the UCL would mean that top eight finishing would be an uphill battle and would be a challenge. So potentially, if Chelsea can go to Naples and get a win over Napoli, they should surely find themselves getting into the top eight and, of course, qualifying for the next round of the Champions League and having the best results there as well. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Everybody that has tuned in so far, I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody who has joined the stream. This will not be a long stream because I don't have much to say. Uh, but I will ensure that if anyone comes on, because I have shared the link to the panel with persons who perhaps, if they are willing to join, they can join. And I'll let them, steer the conversation rather than me just talking as well. Because as I said, Chelsea session it's about building a community where Chelsea fans as well as other fans can share their thoughts, share their viewpoints, and all of that uh, on the channel through different sessions, as I call it. Hence why it's called Chelsea sessions. Different sessions or different videos through the forms of sessions expressing your thoughts. So thank you very much for tuning in. Um, Everyone that's tuned in, please drop a like if you haven't already on the stream. It will push the stream even further as we're aiming to get to 5,000 subscribers. We're not too far away from the target, but we do have some way to go. So each subscription, each like will go a long way and it will help this stream to be pushed to even more people who are Chelsea fans and other fans who may just want to just give their thoughts about how Chelsea struggled against a team called Pafos. So thank you very much. We'll see if anybody will join. But I'll just give my thoughts in the interim to see and perhaps give anybody a chance to join if they will be joining as well. So the game wasn't one that was flashy. It wasn't fascinating. It wasn't beautiful to the eyes, especially from a Chelsea fan perspective. It really wasn't the greatest game, but it also wasn't the worst game ever. Good saving, good good attacking build up, but at the same time, it reminded me of what we saw under the former coach in terms of struggling to break down the team, but we were able to break down the team of albeit from a set piece situation. But I'm grateful for the chance that Chelsea took. I'm grateful that they took the chance to score, and I'm grateful that they took the opportunity to do what they did as well. But yeah, man, it really wasn't the greatest performance. I'm not gonna be here just being cynical and act crazy because I know for a fact it wasn't a perfect performance. It was an average performance at best, and as a result, I can only look at it as that. Now, before I continue, I really hope that Jurgensen isn't injured because we really do need our backup goalkeeper. I don't like using the word backup, but we need our second choice goalkeeper to be available because we need competition for Sanchez, and right now I don't really see competition for Sanchez. So we need to ensure that we have him back. I'm hoping that the little knock that he picked up isn't anything serious, and that he'll be back in no time. But Jorgensen, of course, picked up a knock. Jesus King, thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you. He says Garnacho and Neto are grenades. They destroy everything they touch. I love this metaphor. It's also beautiful. Um, it's a beautiful metaphor. Um, and there's no way to defend the performance that they had. They they had some good instances, good movement of the ball. The shooting was poor. Garnacho had instances where he was able to win back the ball a lot of the times, but he was also dispossessed a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't know, man. The performances haven't really been impressive from them. In all honesty, that is the truth. And in all honesty, I hope that we can see an upturn. I'm just holding on to the hope that because Garnacho is very young still, he's gonna be able to come good for Chelsea. He's still very young. He has a lot to learn, and he can learn a lot as well. So I'm hopeful that he can find a new sort of life on the Rosenior, and I hope that that level of consistency will come good because of at the end of the day, Garnacho is very young. This means that there's a possibility that he will be able to perform going forward. But I can share the sentiment that you have Jesus King. That's hopefully, we don't really see this continue because the performance from them weren't the greatest. It was very bad, I'd say. Defensively, saw the same thing from Neto. Defensively, saw the same thing. Garnacho tried doing back the ball and supporting the players. And Badia Shield, yeah, I was really hoping that Badia Shield would not really, continue to have these bad sort of games. But man, I don't know, man. The first three letters in his name is looking like a bad omen. No pun intended. Um, it really is very unfortunate. But yeah, Badishi looks very poor. I'm hoping. I'm still holding on to hope. I hope I'm. It may be blind hope, but I'm really hoping that there's still a chance for him to really develop consistency and do very good. The Bozo gene is too prominent in that player, and it really is unfortunate because I really like Badishi as a player. He has a lot of capabilities that we saw, when he first came in. But ever since he picked up that injury he picked up a couple seasons ago, and then return, he's never been the same. And it really is unfortunate because I always want to see the players that join Chelsea perform good, come good, and have the chance to deliver on all levels. And sadly, that hasn't been the case with Madia Shield. The same can be said for that of the Sassy. The same can be said for Tosin in terms of consistency. Chalaba in terms of consistency was for fun in terms of consistency. It really is unfortunate, really is. And it makes me just hope that we can just see the period just fly by so that we can eventually see the likes of a Mamadou Sarr come in, or we'll see if a Jeremy Jacquet will be coming in the summer. Of course, you know that during this period, which is almost over, I think the transfer window went by very fast. In my opinion, January just flew by so fast in my eyes. Maybe it's just me just having a different sort of January period, but I think that the winter window is almost shut. It ends in about 10 days or so, based on where you are. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if we're able to strike a deal and get, some players in as well. Um, as I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Jesus King is saying Badia still needs to go to Italy and play for Suraya R and for like 6 years. Uh, I mean, in terms of this having more chances of making your next passes and all that, maybe because there's more time afforded there in Australia. Same for La Liga, albeit you do have a lot of aggressive teams in La Liga. But I don't know, man. I'm starting to lean towards maybe he needs to go elsewhere to really save his career because I don't see it working at Chelsea. But at the same time, I'm just hoping that there's a way for it to change and circumstances to get better for him. But right now, we don't really have that patience or that time to be patient. necessarily in that sense. So that is really the biggest issue right there. But as I said, I'm really hoping that Jorgensen isn't injured, because I think Jorgensen did all right in this match. He didn't rip up trees and all that necessarily, but at the end of the day, he's the go-to guy in terms of rotation. And of course, Rosenior, I'm sure, would have wanted to be able to have as much options, have enough time to really look at what he has in front of him and decide on what needs to be done. But sadly, that won't be the case. So I'm just really hoping he's not injured. Please drop a like on the stream, share the stream if you haven't already. I'm trying something new in terms of the streaming. And I'm just trying to do an experiment to see how much support without doing something. But I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, we're about 50 minutes into the stream. I was really hoping that somebody would join so that I would get another opinion, and I'm sure their opinion would probably differ from mine, because I'm trying to be more positive these days rather than negative. There's a lot of negatives, but I'm choosing to see the brighter side, and the brighter side is, of course, Chelsea won, and that is the most important thing. If you win, that's all that matters. And in terms of the negatives, the only thing about the negatives I think you should focus on is how you can better the performances going forward, so that this sort of situation doesn't repeat itself in the next match to come. And I believe that Crystal Palace is the next game that Chelsea will have. I need to just do a quick check to see what their next match is, because I can't remember. Right, yeah, Crystal Palace on Sunday. Very interesting. A Sunday match. Yeah, I can't do the last time there was actually a Sunday match. But it's good. Fantastic. All right, so far no one has joined. So as a result, I'm going to just go over to FootMob. I'm going to opt to do the stream in a way where I focus on the statistics now. And hopefully that will give anybody, if anyone, the chance to really come on and give their 2 cents on the match as well. So let me share this from FootMob, the go-to website for me and a lot of people as well. So I hope you guys can see it. Let me put this in full screen, or maybe I can put myself into this frame so that it is easier for you guys to see the... Okay, I don't know how this happened. Anyways, I think that should be... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. Let me just quickly find a way to see the best. Okay, I think probably this is the best thing to do. So, okay, let me put this in full screen, because I need to see if... Okay. All right, so you should be able to see this if you've put your device in full screen. This is one thing I don't like. We had a lot of the ball, which is not surprising. Pafos didn't really try to come at Chelsea per se. They were trying to hit on the counter, being very defensive. And of course, it's very understandable when you are the inferior team on paper. And of course, in terms of life-like players, you're going to give your opponents a chance to have the ball more while you try to defend. And then you try to catch them out on the break or catch out a mistake, which is what they try to do. But looking at the statistics, starting with ball possession, 71% of the ball Chelsea had, 29% was for Pafos. I'm having a headache now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a headache now. Okay, I'll be right back. Bear with me. I need to do something quickly. Bear with me. I'll be right back.
Glide. Let the voltage glide. Let the silence
Right. So I don't know what's happening. Look, I have a massive headache now. So I'm gonna just try to do this quickly and just try to get through this. So the XG 1.68 for Chelsea, 0.15 for Pafos. 21 total shots for Chelsea and only 4 for Pafos. So they had just below 5 times less shots in total than Chelsea did. Chelsea had 7 of their 21 shots on target. So they only a third of the shots that Chelsea had were on target, and only 2 of the 4 shots that Pafos had were on target. Chelsea, according to Football, had 5 big chances, while Pafos had 0, I should say. According to Footmob, Chelsea had 4 big chances missed, while of course Pafos had 0 because they had no big chances according to Footmob. Uh, Accurate passes was 706, meaning that 95% of the passes that Chelsea had were accurate passes. 247 passes were accurate for Pafos, with giving them an 80% accuracy in terms of passing. 6 fouls committed by Chelsea and 10 from Pafos. 15 corners for Chelsea, while only 2 for Pafos. We already went through the shots and all that. 0 of the shots that Chelsea had were hitting the woodwork. 7 of their shots were block shots. 7 of their shots were off target, and we spoke about the shots that were on target. 2 of the shots that Pafos had were blocked as well, which accounts for why only 2 of their shots were on target from the 4 that they had. And Pafos hit the woodwork once, meaning showing how unlucky they were. Chelsea's shots inside the box were 11 and 10 outside the box. Pafos had 3 of their 4 shots inside the box, and only 1 was outside the box as well. When we look at the defense, 20 tackles from Chelsea, 21 from Pafos, 10 interceptions from Pafos, 6 from Chelsea, 2 blocks, I should say, 7 blocks for Pafos, 2 for Chelsea, 7 clearances from Chelsea, 43 clearances from Pafos. That's massive. 2 keeper saves from Chelsea, and only 6 for Pafos. Duels won, 52 from Chelsea, 38 from Pafos. 46 ground duels won, 61% is what the statistic is there. 30 ground duels won for Pafos, meaning that there were 76 ground duels, and of course, yeah, 39% there for the ground duels won. 6 aero duels won for Chelsea, and 43% is the statistics, while Pafos had 8 aero duels won, meaning that they had 14 duels in total, Chelsea and Pafos, giving them a 57% as well. 16 successful dribbles for Chelsea, giving them 59% there, and 3 successful dribbles for Pafos, that which is 23%. And the highest rating player here is Moises Caicedo, getting the key goal, very important goal. He played all 90 minutes. Wesley Fofana played 90 minutes as well. That's a good thing to see that he can play 90 minutes. Malo Gusto got a 7.8. Wesley Fofana got 8.3. Madishu got a 7.6. Very interesting. Pedro Neto got a 7.8. Go to see if anything's in the chat. Nothing's in the chat. Let's go back here. Alejandro Garnacho with 70 minutes played got a 7.5 rating. Hato played 70 minutes. He got a 7.4 rating. J. Gorter was the next rated player, highest rated player according to Footmob, with a 7.3. Reece James got a 7.2. He played 45 minutes. Enzo Fernandez played all 90 minutes and got a 7.0 rating. Liam Delap got a 6.8, giving him a 70 rated. 6.8 rating for Vlad Dragomir. He played 89 minutes. Delic Lokensen played 90 minutes, got a 6.7. Robert Sanchez, who played only 45 minutes, got a 6.7. Esteval played 45 minutes, got a 6.6. Jamie Gittins got a 6.6 as well. He played 20 minutes. Ken Simmer got 6.6. He played 83 minutes. Pepe played 6.6, played 90 minutes and he got a 6.6 rating. This name appears to be a very interesting one. His name is Quina. 6.5 rating for him. He played only 25 minutes. We have, I don't know if it's Yaya or Jaja or Haha. I don't know what it is. 6.5 rating for him, 65 minutes played. Miss Lav Orsic, 83 minutes played, 6.4 rating for him. Marco Correas, 20 minutes, got 6.4. Langeli Demata, 6.4, 25 minutes played. Ivan Sunjic, 6.3 rating, 90 minutes played. Philip Jorgensen, who sadly had to be replaced after 45 minutes, got a 6.2. We have Costas Plias, 6.1. Joao Pedro with a 6.0 rating. He played 20 minutes. Anderson Silva, 65 minutes played, 5.9 rating for him. Bruno Felipe, 5.5, 90 minutes played for him. Then we have Mons Basoamina. I hope that's how it's pronounced. He played only 7 minutes, and according to Footmob, that wasn't enough time to really give him a rating. And Bruno Langa played 7 minutes, and also no rating for him, as it was said that it was too little for him, too little time for him to really get a rating. And Georgios Michael got only 1 minute to play, and of course, that is nothing of this. There's nothing there for you really to judge or to really conclude, in all honesty. So that is the statistics. Um, yeah. So as I said, the performance itself wasn't the greatest. Um, could have been better, I think, but at the same time, we move. We move. Very important win, as I've said. And yeah, I mean, Chelsea win. That's all that matters. And as I said, the next game is going to in the Champions League will be against Napoli. So in terms of that, it's very important that Chelsea try to get the best results there. And yeah, we go from there. Still gonna give people the chance to join if anybody can join. If not, I'll just end the stream because I have nothing much to say otherwise. There's certain players that I've mentioned that really didn't really do much in the game. As I said, Caicedo was the one that really saved Chelsea by scoring. Simple as that. Um, I think it's very self-explanatory as to why he's the one that saved Chelsea. I'm really hoping that somebody at least joins so that it's a case where you can have a diverse opinion, maybe expansion of the conversation, because I don't think I have done a good service of it. But of course, I've given my thoughts. I spoke about it. Spoke about the fact that Pafos really had a very low block. They tried to just allow Chelsea to have more ball, because the perception is that if you allow your team, if you allow your opponents to have the ball, it can be a case where they have aimless possession, and through aimless possession, they can end up giving the ball away um, by the end of it all. So I think that that's very important to consider. Pafos will feel disappointed that they couldn't get anything from the game, because they had chances where when they did have the ball, that they created some positive build-ups, albeit not having much shots. Nonetheless, Chelsea Chelsea fans will be happy that Rosenior got his first win. A lot of firsts for Rosenior these days, and he keeps delivering on all cylinders. So but yeah, man, that's I think that covers the basis. Don't see anyone looking to join. So with that being said, I think this is where I will end the stream. Thank you to those who dropped a like on the stream, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Thank you very much for watching, if you are interested in watching the Chelsea women's stream I did earlier, you can do so. Um, very good results there. Both teams today won by 1 goal, and I'm happy to say that Chelsea teams won today. And by the way, and speaking about Chelsea teams, I need to check out um, what the okay. So Chelsea under 21s lost 3-2 today. So sadly, not all the teams won today, but we see what we I guess we move in it. We move. Um, I just want to see if there's anything else that I'm missing. But no, I don't think there's anything else. So trust the process. Yeah. Thank you, Tobago. We have to trust the process. It's still very new in it. Um, yeah. I think I've covered the basis. I don't know unless you have anything else, Tobago, want me to really discuss or any questions. I think I can just run off the stream. It hasn't been the greatest day for me today. I'm very sick. Thought I would be getting better. Been taking medication, nothing has helped. But nonetheless, still decided to do the stream because at the end of the day, I have a obligation and a responsibility to do this stream. I will give it um another go, probably on the weekend. I mean, okay, so you're saying Malagusta reached James together. I hate it even under Enzo Maresca. Mm. I mean, I don't understand the logic behind it unless it's a case where one is playing as a centre back when you have no other option. And an idea that player would be Reece James. Gusto would be the one that uses right back. James to be a centre back. I don't really see. I get what you're saying. Not something that I'm really fond of. Didn't really understand why it was something that we saw. But at the end of the day, Malagusto is getting game time. That's all that matters. So in a sense, if and in a way, if there's a way for us to play both of them in that sense, I'm happy because Malagusto is still young and he needs game time to also develop even further. So in terms of that, I'm happy that he got to play, and of course, the captain in James was able to come on for 45 minutes as well and play the second half. So very important result, as I've said. We have to trust the process. It's still very new. But let me see what Tobago is saying here. Santos and Izugo are available. So why we play Reece James in the mid? I don't know. There's a weird fetish that I've noticed with these coaches that they're so obsessed with playing James in the midfield where we have midfielders available. And I didn't see anything that really implied that Pafos was really a threat in that sense where you couldn't give them any game time. But I'm not going to judge anything at this juncture. I'm just going to see what happens and just see. It's very early. I don't think we can really cast any judgment just yet. It's going to take time. I gave the former coach up until the December period of his first period at the club. Um, so I think it's reasonable to give him until the end of the season before we really judge him per se, because he came to the club at a time where it's about trying to revitalize the team, and try to do the best that we can in that capacity. But other than that, I don't really think there's really much to really say otherwise. I mean, Esteval really needs to improve in other capacities. But yeah, I think that's it. If you don't have anything else you want to say to Diego, I think I'll just run off the stream now. 30 minutes have gone. As I've said, I'm not in the best health, so I'm really struggling. I keep having to be moving myself so I don't have this migraine killing me. But thank you very much for tuning in, Tobago. Thank you to Miss Molina, who was also here, Jesus King, who also left some comments. And thank you to persons that perhaps may end up seeing this after the fact. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for the support today on both streams that I've done now. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers and keep the blue flag flying high. Up the chows and peace.